joy and justice rule together.
You who are, everybody, light it and get out all knowledge. Bless my studies, which I consecrate you, enlighten my mind, strengthen my memories, and direct my will towards what is right. Amen. Father, we thank thee for the night and for the pleasant morning light, for rest and food and loving care, and all that makes the world so fair. Help us to do the things we should, to be to others kind and good. In all we doing, words or play, children are loving every day. Children, it's the things that God we are going to make it today is not a simple thing that you must know it. See, even we planned it maybe 3 weeks back or 4 weeks back. I call it Teen World Parliament. This is what I get an idea reading some of the articles somewhere. There is going to be a teenagers parliament worldwide to make sure the future is safe in the hand of young girls. That's what the concept behind it. And I believe that the world is going to accept the teen parliament. Probably it may be bring in action by 2024, I believe. Because since I get this idea and I start work on in our school, I talk to with my friends, some of the friends that I have a gathering of different country, and in their working area they start doing the same thing. The name for this beautiful program, the world is going to take it up. Okay, I welcome the coordinator to talk to you.
Sensor, teachers, and my dear charming stars, welcome to one and all present here. We all are gathered here for a new session, that is Teen Parliament. So, sir explains thoroughly about the intention behind this program. Okay, so you got it? What's that mean? So, take it as a serious matter, and it's a golden opportunity for all to express your ideas on your own way. Okay, there is no limitations. You can talk, you are the teenagers, and the world is waiting for your comments, your words. Okay, so we all are able to hear your voices. Okay, so with the permission of censor, shall we start? Sir, shall we start? Okay. So who is ready to talk? The world is waiting for your words. Okay, so you can talk here. We all are able to hear. Okay. So, okay. Very good, very good.
First of all, a very good afternoon to the secretary principal and all the teachers and everyone gathered here. So, as we all know, we have assembled here to talk about a very familiar topic, unemployment. Every one of us might be aware of this topic, and unemployment can be stated as anything that nowadays we can see that many people are, we can see inability of jobs in our country itself, whether among the educated sector or whether among non-educated people. We can see that even people with highly qualified degrees, they are also unemployed and sitting in their homes. Even we can see that people with having a high degree of engineering and all of those people are also in their houses. And the first question that comes to our mind, and the first question that would be sparkling up in our mind would be that what causes this unemployment? So there are many reasons why this unemployment is prominent in not only in India but still many parts of other world also. So the first reason that we can say is that the population of our country is increasing. And as the population is increasing, the pace of our country is not increasing in the same way. Whether in the industrial sector or any other sectors, we can see that the availability of jobs is comparatively less, and as the population increases, in the same way the organizations as well as the organized sector and all of those institutions providing jobs should also increase, so that many people should get jobs, and that is the first thing that we should tackle. And next reason would be as the population, even in the schools also, if we see that more and more students do not know like varied sectors of how or what all employment we would choose. Nowadays, if we see that we are actually, every one of us would be having something in our mind that going to a medical field or going to an engineering field would set up our future. But yes, that is also a good option. But still, other than this, also we have a lot of opportunities. Like if we see that they every year almost 18 lakh students write the NEET examination, and it's not necessary that all of those 18 lakh people would get the seat, but still every year, because of this, many students are sitting at their home. If I think, if I personally think that if in the schools also, and if in various sectors, if people would be educated, like if people would be made aware that other than going to such medical fields and also engineering sectors, also if we could if we could opt other sectors also, that also have good, those also have a good scope. So I personally feel that, because every year, we personally might know many people who might be sitting at their homes being unemployed, even though they have a very high degree. And next thing I feel is that many people sitting in their homes, they have a highly qualified degree, but they are getting a lot less income. So they are not getting the desired income that they wish to get. So many people, like if suppose we have pursued a very high degree, but still many are not choosing the job that is desired to them, because they feel that their degree is more high and their degree is supreme than the job that they are getting. So sometimes even if job opportunities come on our way, we normally don't choose it. So those were my thoughts on this topic. Thank you.
Who is studying all sides? I want someone.
Hello everyone, I am Sharina and respected principal, teachers and all everyone gathered here. I wish to say that there is unemployment everywhere we are seeing now. In our world, there is millions of people who are sitting in houses without any works or anything. There is a big opportunity for us, but we are not getting. The one I wish to say that there is one reason. I will say one reason. That is economic growth, slow economic growth. India's huge population is an amount of 1.3 billion, and it is expected to exceed China's population by the year 2024. That's why so much students, people is not getting any works or jobs. And the government has also need to give some investment for someone, and government have to invest for invest, then only they can get jobs. There is one lack of infrastructure. inadequate availability of roads, power, telecommunication, highways, irrigation facilities in agriculture are one of the major problems we are facing now in unemployment. Thank you.
Respected censor and all teachers and my friends present here. So I'm going to tell you my views about unemployment. Unemployment refers to an individual actively seeking a job or trying to find a job but are unable to find job due to several reasons. So when there is causes, there is also effects. Effects mean like negative impacts on family. When you go to unemployed person who goes to a family function, first thing they ask is, do you have a job? So they feel stress, which causes health issues. That is also a problem. Health issues also cause, which means more frequent visits to the doctor, which is a problem. And then we have mental stress, depression, anxiety, something that is very, very common in this world. And during the COVID times, a lot of unemployed persons have suicided because their jobs have fired them for not doing the good jobs. And then some effects also, I would say, something like educational facilities. Even though Kerala is known for the highest literacy rates in India, we still are not able to provide accurate educational skills to students in this world. So we are not able to show some good opportunities to the students present here. Thank you.
Okay, now she says that society plays an important role for disturbing the unemployment persons. Okay, so anybody can talk regarding these things? Society's influence. Do you explain the answer of this question? And she says that society plays an important role for disturbing these unemployment persons. And this is, she is so sad with this. So you can solve it.
Hi everyone, I'm Abhi. The major answer I can give to the question is that most of the people in our country are trying to take jobs for common things like medical fields, doctors and all. So the seats becomes decreased. They are trying more people are trying for like IT fields, engineers. So they don't get enough seats to get educated. So even if they get the degree, they remain unemployed. So it's the main answer is they should try for other jobs also, like many jobs are there other than the engineering and all, as we know. So they should try for these jobs also. And in the remaining time they can try for the engineering or like those, so they don't get remain unemployed even if they don't have a job for IT firms or like that. And the another thing that the government gives is a small amount of insurance for the unemployed people. And the measuring of the government for the unemployed people is not accurately correct, because according to them there are like 11% and all, but in my view it's like almost 50%. Because for an example, if a person is unemployed or trying to get a job and he decides to help his father, if his father has a shop, he decides to help his father in the meanwhile, then the government considers he is employed, but the matter is the income of the family doesn't increase. So that's what I have to say.
Thank you. He has a good answer for this question, and he says that we means our society gave our society much concentrated in white collar jobs only, and he says that we give we give equal importance to all the opportunities. That is what he says, and also he has some advice to the government also. Okay, for promoting the jobs. And who is ready to? Okay.
Good evening to all gathered here. I am Jilsi. Those who came before me have already said some of the causes of the unemployment. Due to this unemployment, a person who is an asset of the country became a liability. He became a liability. Also due to this unemployment, his mental health became worse. Of course, as Nanda said, as comments by from his society, only 50%, we cannot say that the majority of the population is unemployed, because only 50% of the population is actively searching for the jobs. Therefore, we cannot say that the majority of the population is unemployed. Thank you.
Everybody, sorry, I am Shravanandan from 7C. So today I am going to talk about two things about the unemployment. Everybody said about the courses, and this is a big problem to our world and society. So I want to look for the benefits of this unemployment. By my search, I get to know that there are some insurance programs in other countries and for the unemployed people. And in our India, there are not centralized schemes like based on unemployment insurance. There are some schemes that provide unemployment benefits to the unemployed. That are insurance, state insurance scheme, and the Atal Pinki Vyakti Kalyan Yojana, and 2018 and all. There are in so many countries there are unemployment allowances assured in fund, given to the unemployed people, which at least contain 50% of the average insured workers' salary. Thank you.
Okay, very good. He explains the government policies of the unemployment peoples. So, Aksa, come here.
So, hi guys, I'm Aksa, and I'm going to say that one of the reasons of the unemployment is the education defective in India. So, I like to say that in order to, there are so many people sitting home without jobs. So, I just like to say that we want to give the highly training and vocations to them to getting a job. There are so many people are willing and have the ability to get a job, but some of them are not getting. So that is one reason I know that is because of the lack of training. So I suggest the highly education system to give the perfect training and highly vocations to them. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Nived Buju. In my point of view, the government is not doing much but just giving temporary jobs to people. So I suggest the government give more permanent jobs than now. And people should not just do white collar jobs, but also jobs that is below their education.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Niranjan. So I'm not going to talk about as the students came before me, they said that governments are offering jobs for the people who are unemployed, but it's also the people's mentality what kind of job they like to prefer. Like if the government also prefers job, in I guess before COVID, government offered job for for people towards the agriculture sector. But mostly people are like they don't like to prefer the jobs what are offered by the government. They have their own mentality that I would only work in this kind of sector or etc. Whatever. Thank you.
Good afternoon all, I'm Narusa from 10th grade. So the ones before me have all discussed about unemployment and the courses and some remedies to it. So I want to talk about the adverse effect of it on our society and the people. The very first one is social instability. For example, an unemployed person will be open to do any type of work, whether it is acceptable or unacceptable, or whether it is legal or illegal, to get their income. So this can lead to them being connected to the anti-social social elements we have, and thus the people or the places we have with high unemployment rates are likely to have a great proliferation of anti-social elements, theft, snatching, etc. The other one is the youth impact, a negative impact of youth due to the unemployment. If you look at it, most of the time we have here are by unemployed and mostly youth, and also this can also mostly the unemployed youth are the ones who are more involved in crimes we have here. And also, few of our basic needs, food, shelter and clothing, you can only have it when you have an income, and in order for you to have an income, you need a stable job. So due to unemployment, people are not able to have it. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Alex Jones. In my point of view, I would say that mechanization in the farming is increasing the amount of jobs that people can do. If we could just reduce the amount of mechanization, we could improve the job employment for farmers, and you can divide the farming facilities by horticulture, vegetable production, floriculture, and other ways. So, and in education and health facilities, we can expand the education facilities for better education for the people, human capital, and develop the rural areas so that the rural people don't have to migrate to urban areas for new jobs. Thank you.
Good afternoon all, my name is Diana. Today, as you all have said, one of the important factors that are influencing unemployment are definitely their attitude towards jobs. But I think one of the most important and other factors which are influencing unemployment are the financial status. If you consider a person with a poor financial status and a person with a good financial status looking forward to a specific job, I'm pretty sure, we are pretty sure that the person with one of the biggest financial status is going to get that job. And that is the main cause why 63% of Indians are unemployed, and where 5.2% are from Kerala. And that is the pathetic reality of India now. The money is one of the important factors which is stopping the world democracy, one of the most powerful democracy, and we can definitely say that money is an important factor which is stopping the world, the most powerful world democracy with all the strength or all things. And then this attitude toward jobs, as you all have said, that if like today, if you ask every single person in the school about what you want to be in the future, I think 50% of them will say doctors and engineers and all, but they never think about the other professions which are waiting for them. And the main attitude towards percentages are also going to lead the future, and they also have different sectors of job. Go through that, and it's how you work on that field. It's not only about just the fields, it's about how you work on that. And I think unemployment is an important issue which is facing by the Indians right nowadays. Not only the Indians, the whole world. And I think we can do it by the main thing which we can do to reduce this unemployment is our attitude towards our jobs. And that's all I need to say today. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Surya of 9th grade. What I want to talk about unemployment is, everyone knows that this is a situation where people want to do the job, but jobs are not available. I want to say a couple more points that during COVID-19 in India mainly, unemployment increased a lot. Even after COVID-19, the economy continue, even though there is a lot of unemployment in India. And the other point is, in the old age, maybe 10 or 20 people doing a job, but when it comes to the future, it's just a machine. Maybe one machine is doing 10 or 20 people's job. I saw in the video that instead of delivery boys, they are using drones. So that also leads to an unemployment. And there is one more thing that in India the population growing. I heard that in each year 2% of population is growing, and our government are not doing that much of effort to it. We can't say that our government is doing nothing. There are a lot of yojanas, in economics, to give self-employment, those are not having employment. Yeah, that's what I want to say. Thank you.
Good afternoon everyone, I am Sri Bharati, and I would like to say about unemployment is that unemployment is something that is caused because of the views of the people. Most of the people could get a job, but they are not trying for that. They all have the equal opportunities and chances for it, but they are not using it well. If we use our opportunities well and take the chances that we get, I am sure that we can get an opportunity to pursue a future. Also, one of the main causes that are causing the unemployment is that the poor education system of our country. So, if the government would take some steps to make it right, then more people would get chances and they can use it well.
Good afternoon everyone, I am Amal Thomas. I want to say that in COVID-19 due to all the people in India lost their jobs, around 7.5 million people lost their jobs, because in available jobs in India, they do not try to get the job. Don't look at the government jobs, try to do another jobs. That's what I said.
Good afternoon everyone, I am Shravya of Training. I am proud to say that the negative effect of unemployment. When we look about on the families of the unemployed person, the people or the members in that family also suffering the same thing. When they go to a function, they will ask the same question. They will ask them if they get any job or if they trying to get a job or what. But that the problem is that the society won't think that the person who are suffering that situation by the unemployment. It's also have a stress mentality. Also, they have that feeling on them what they have to get a job, but they were not thinking about that. And the main reason also that for they are not seeking for a new job or seeking for a new opportunity of the job. If one is entered, there is many jobs in our countries. We can do it and never give up on the life. That there is more opportunities. So move on that and be going on it. Thank you.
Hello, I am Abjas from 9th B. In my view of unemployment, unemployment has benefits like parents can spend their time with their families because lot of people are not can spend their time with families because of their jobs. So unemployment has benefits that we can spend time with their families, children, and all. Thank you.
Good afternoon all, I am Aishwarya Balan. Today I have three point of view towards unemployment. As you all know, we have to change the mindset of Indians that most of the Indians are job seekers. No one is trying to create a job and it also give employment to many people. And we have to focus on agriculture and small cottage and unemployment as well as. Then our education system and should be also be changed that we all focus on theoretical knowledge and we have to focus mainly on practical knowledge so we get more skilled workers and we have to train more skilled persons and they will get also employment. Then the population of India is also an important factor for thank you.
Good afternoon all. I'm today talking about the matter unemployment. I think we should stop focusing on jobs that have high quality degree. Rather, we need to focus on sports because it can increase the job opportunities and also increase our mental state, health, and can also solve health issues and also make us a better person in the society.
Warm greetings to everyone. I'm Alina Teresa John of class 7A. Unemployment has become a major concern among the people of India today. With the increasing population, the job sectors fail to provide a full-time job to all the people. As a result of these, the rate of unemployed people has increased. Unemployment not only refers to a state of being jobless, it is also a state where an individual is underpaid of their experience and qualification. Although government of India has provided a lot of schemes for unemployed people. Thank you.
I'm Amala Joseph from 9B, so I would like to say that a little bit ago, a student said that agriculture, on the basis of there are many opportunities in agriculture sector, but in the agriculture sector also there is seasonal unemployment drawbacks. So people can also become unemployed on the basis of seasons, and the people who are unemployed can also introduce their future by involving into malpractices. So this is a drawback of unemployment. Thank you.
Good afternoon, all. I am Ashwin from 8C. I am talking about the unemployment that the students and they made a mentality about the job from the old age of his
childhood. They want to be like army and educational things only from this childhood. They want to be in the COVID cases, the unemployment get rising increases in the COVID-19 lockdowns. That's all. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Ryan. I think unemployment has the negative side more than the positive side. So in urban areas, so many also didn't have employment, but they are very educated. So what they do? They go in search of jobs for another countries. They migrate for jobs, and after they settle in that country, they will become the citizens of the other countries. In my point of view, I think that governments do something for the problem of unemployment. So then they can settle in our country and
Good afternoon to all. My name is Saraswati and I am coming from Nancy. In my point, financial distress is one of the biggest disadvantages of unemployment. Unemployment leads to financial problem and poverty, extra. Since no one getting job, people may start to bad ways to money. Thank you.
Good afternoon, I am Akshay from class 8A, and in my point of view, I said that unemployment makes the family poor or rich, and there are so many disadvantages. They in a time to be a better citizen in the society, and if they have a job or they can be nowadays the society is looking at if society have a good citizen or thank you.
Good evening, respected principal, all the teachers gathered here. Today I am going to tell a few words about unemployment. Unemployment refers to a situation when people can't find a suitable job to sustain their lives. Overpopulation is one of the main factors that gathered on this government.
In my point of view, unemployment means people are educated and they are not getting work. For example, in agriculture sector, many people are working in the agriculture sector more than the required people are working in agricultural sector.
Okay, now I invite the discuss for winding down session.
Good afternoon, children. How was our debate session? Actually, our science staff has already pointed out that the world is changing. Actually, we are doing all these activities to prepare all of you for the future. So, for the reason is that it is behind the reason is that we are preparing for you for the future. We are doing all these activities and designing all these things for your good future. And the students today, those who have come and stood here today, they have prepared well, but they have failed to express their views and poets here. Why? Because you are not confident. That is the main reason behind that. Actually, you have prepared well, but you couldn't deliver that ideas. So this debate session has given you an opportunity to unleash the potential in you, to unlock the power in you. That opportunity this debate session has given you. So we are going to continue these kinds of things in the coming days, and I hope all of you will participate on these things. I hope this debate session was a fruitful one. The main is our moderator and coordinator of this function, and also Shom Jamis. I express my sincere gratitude to all these teachers, those who have prepared you well, and our censor who designed this event. So in the coming days, you will be able to see so much heated debates here in this seminar hall, and I believe that you all will participate in that events. Thank you all.
Children, once again I like to remind you the responsibility of a citizen. I like to remind you the responsibility of parliamentarian. I like to remind you how good you to be to talk on something. For that we always need a little preparation. These are the kind of things that is extra to our education. Extra things to be done in extra hours. So along with the studies, along with the academic things, you have to find extra time to do such activity. That's why the subject was given you 3 weeks back to read something, to collect some ideas, to express yourself and practice before somebody. You would have done it before your parents for the preparation. Now that's where we bring up. That's where we grow to stand before people. So if you don't, if you don't practice anything and if you just come and say, I like to talk on unemployment, what is this? No, that's not the way. You have to say, unemployment. And the main problem of unemployment, ask what Japan do. Japan invests in children. To eradicate the unemployment, Japan do what Japan do? They invest in children. This is the way you have to bring it up things. This is the reality. They invest in children means they spend all their belongings, all their money to educate their children. What we do? We make big schools, we make big facilities. Teachers never teach you. Parents never bother about to give you good training. This is what happened in Kerala. This is what happened in India. In China, what happened? See that child, when the child is about 2 years and a half, they start training the children for gymnastics and other kind of things. You might have seen in the videos and all that. 3-year-old child throw away somebody catch over there and this kind of stuff. They give training. What our parents do is that pamper the children. They pamper the children. When a teacher get angry with you, the parent calling the same evening saying that, sir, what kind of teacher is you having? They push my child like this, like this. we never grow. Unless and until there is a restriction, we never jump. Unless and until there is a hurdles, we never jump over it. We have to have hurdles, we have to have constraints. That's the way. Our constraint also, no, we have to have good education, but same time we need to find a time to train on different things. That my children never prepared for. You are never prepared for. I'm a man of 64, still at the night I sit and read books. For what? I don't know. I'm not going to do anything with the reading that I'm having these days. But I just sit and read. I don't know for what. But for you, sit at night and reading books, give you something for tomorrow, children. For me, it is nothing. I know it. I know it very well. But for my pleasure, I sit and read. Why you are not reading? Then how you can be parliamentary? Now the policies in government is under trouble. We are having for unemployment. We never know. When we talk about agriculture, you must know that the land cannot extend it further. The available land only we can make use of these agriculture things. Land cannot be extended further. That's the truth. It's a reality. So what the government need to do? See, when we go from here, we see a land over the front of our school. There is a land laying ideal. Again, there is a compound wall. There is a land laying ideal. And we go there, the big land over there with white sand. We see that lying ideal. No, God must make use of these things. Why the government is not taking care of it? Government must call the nearby people and say that during the agricultural activity over here, and government must pay for it. But the government is also having failure. Even the people, those who do the agricultural activity, they don't collect the grains from them. They never collect the crops from them. And the crops always, even we face having the rice, even the lack of rice in our state, our crops are spoiling over there without timely collection of the government, timely action of the government. These are the failures that we are having. As somebody says that, 89 children write exam for the NEET and all that. So NEET not only for MBBS, but it is 158 branches of studies included in that. 158. NEET exam come. When the NEET exam write the children of 94,000 only in India getting the chances to go for medicine. The rest of the children are going for agriculture, dental and forestry and all these stuff. Okay. So this is one of the competitive exams that we are having. It doesn't matter, but what I come to say is that the mentality of people need to be changed. The mentality, our mentality. No, there was a time when we were able to construct a road, and that days our politicians said that we don't need that much big roads. We could have a much better country than Germany or America or England. If we could do that kind of things in that days. Now what is happening with the millennium? I'm not talking about anybody against anybody, but these are the reality that we are facing. Now what happened with the millennium? What happened with the government made a lot of discussion on and said that it's a dream project. That's what we had here in the container terminal. What happened? Container terminal still in the loss. They said that millions we are going to make in a year, but millions we are spending from our pocket, and it's you and me pay for it. Your dad pay, that's supposed to come to you. Your mother pay off their pocket, that's money come for you. See, you are having failure. We need people with will to control our nation. We need people having good heart to see the things to be happen in time. That's what I try to do. I'm trying to do with you. But you never take it in the right spirit. Even if I keep telling children that you have to keep talking English, even if I tell the children that you have to have a good behavior, attitude, and everything, but you don't try. Because our attitude never going to change. Our leaders are such and we are such. We cannot change. That's our problem. Unless and until we try, we never going to make it out, children. Unemployment still going to be hang over our head as the sword of Socrates till the end of our, till the day that we are taken to the graveyard. Why? Because then our mentality needs to be changed. We people are lazy always. We want to sleep, we want to sit idle, we want to lay out, we want to go and play, we want to go visit our cousins and all that. We never try to work. As one of the movie Mohanlal said that when I get the job, then only I need to take a rest. Government jolly kitty when pathos avadi eduthu vittirukka. See, this is our mentality. This is the mentality of Malayali. That's why in an event, the government had a plan. The previous government had a plan to bring a container terminal in Nedumudi. And we cook it up. We boil it up. And we had the government made a policy to bring what we call that plane on the water plane. We said that no, cannot be done. Here, other states are doing it, they are making much money off it. The unemployment keep increasing. Now I remember when I started doing the schooling, when I started constructing the road, I had many trouble that I thought one day that run away from Ireland. Even still, I have a problem pushing me to run away from Ireland. This is the policy of government. This is the attitude of Malayali. We need teaching. We need good leaders, good moderators to see how things work out. We always have our dialogues. We need dialogues. We need prevent others to do bad things. We need to give support to people and all these to be done. That's the way we bring growth. That's the way we bring employment in the society. Prepare yourself. Get ready for tomorrow. Get ready to live in this beautiful world with the decent life, decent lifestyle in this beautiful world. For that, Christianity, I kachi murki yaranganam. What we call it? I don't know what it is. Ari kachi murki yaranganam enna. Now Malayali Nanajil, ini kulichi kera, endu തീരുമാനം. Nanajil, ini kulichi kera endu തീരുമാനം. Do the hard work. മീൻ പിടിക്കാൻ ഇറങ്ങിയാൽ കാലുകൊണ്ട് തപ്പി നോക്കി കിട്ടിയില്ലെങ്കിൽ മുഴുവൻ നനഞ്ഞും തപ്പി എടുക്കുക. അതിന് ഞാൻ പറയുന്നു. ഇറങ്ങിയില്ലേ നനഞ്ഞില്ലേ ഇനി കുളിച്ചു കയറാം. Till you reach your destination, hard work. Till you find you are satisfied, work on it. This will give not only the pleasure to your life, but the people depend on you will have a decent life. That's a great thing that employment gives you. By this I stop. I like to add anything by teacher. So from today onwards, as a parliamentarian, you must behave well. You must talk in English in the campus, and not only in the campus, on the road, and when you walk the road, you have to be parliamentarian. The people must read from you. People must learn from you. That's the way you need to live, because you are a parliamentarian. And if I see any one of you going to make any nasty things in the campus these next days, you will be thrown away from this parliament. Good luck.
Thank you, sir. I was really amazed to see many of them speaking on very nicely over here. But I still expect something more from you, my dear children. It is not disheartening, but it was very nice. But the thing is that you lack confidence. Whenever we ask you to talk in English, you people laugh at us. And I feel so sorry as an English teacher that when we come to the class, you are always talking in Malayalam, especially the senior students. So that is what was lacking when you came over here. When you hold the mic, you cannot talk. You forget words. I'm totally unprepared now. But I can say because I used to talk in English when I was in school. My parents used to not talk to us in English. These siblings also used to talk in Malayalam at home. And let me tell you, I didn't read any big books. But I used to not miss a single day's newspaper. Every day I used to sit and read the newspaper. And whichever class I have been so far for the last 7 years in the school, I have always advised the children, if you don't buy an English paper, go to somebody's house. Collect a few papers, even if it is old one. Bring it home. Sit at the corner of your house. Your house must not be a fallacious one. Sit at the corner of your house. Spend 20 minutes to read any one article. Stand in front of the mirror and read when nobody is watching you. Your quality of English will slowly improve. You will get free flow of words. So from today onwards, you are all parliamentarians. I would see only a very few children talking confidently. As an English teacher, I was feeling very, very sorry. Censor in the assembly, throughout he tells it. He keeps on shouting. Why? Not because he is angry with you. He has got lots of love with you. He wants to stand you as confident children when you go out from the school. So by reading alone, you are not going to get confidence, you have to talk. So my dear children, next session, I want this to be 7% better. And I'm sure it will be a better one. Agree? Agree? Yes. Thank you, my dear teachers, for giving me a wonderful conversation. I thank the teachers for bringing me a wonderful coordination in a very short time. And I thank all the teachers and students present over here for coordinating and keeping up with the teachers as they called you to give in a very short notice. Thank you, Censor, who is actually a man with a vision and a mission. So you should always be with him. Thank you, sir.